Hello everyone, good morning. I am BP Rajambani. My today presentation is from schooling to learning. India to make this shift, it must reform the Right of Education Act. The National Education Policy set an ambitious direction for school education. For the first time, we have a policy focused on learning and just schooling. To achieve this aim, as we come out of a year of learning loss, states need to make quick, targeted changes that will yield significant improvement in short term. At the same time, we must carry out deeper structural reforms to the Right to Education Act that will enshrine a right to learning instead of the right to a school enrollment that it is today. In terms of low hanging fruit, one critical area is curriculum rationalization. Currently, we have a mile wide, inch deep system in which children are rushed through key foundation competencies like reading with meaning, without mystery, and they fall off the boat yearly as the circumculum into more challenging territory. Now, in this year 2020 has been a difficult year for school education, with studies suggesting that 40 to 50% of Indian students, say that 40 to 15% of Indian students have not learned anything during this period, and only a third of rural students received learning materials in the week before the survey. Civils, this refocusing curriculum at every grade level in primary school around basic foundation skills in reading and mathematics is a change states can make easily as yearly as the next academic year. It's also critical for states to move away from the no detention policy so that students who have fall behind during COVID don't drift through any more years of education with no learning, and introduce vocational training options starting class 8 so more children have opportunity beyond traditional education. However, to start, however, to sustainably improve learning outcomes for all students in the long term, a structural reforms with legislative heft in critical and the most decisive way to do this would be a review the Right to Education Act 2009. Broadly, there are three areas RTE. Once again, there are three areas RTE reforms should over across all school. A boost learning outcome, assignment and information dissemination system at the school level to target support and promote opportunity and accountability in government schools, uh, reorganization of resourcing to overcome obvious barriers to learning, and in private school a regulatory environment that establishes transparency, predictability, financials and self-regulations and empowers school managements, not inspectors or communities. Global experience and research have shown that universal and standardized assessment system across all school is start. Global experience and research have shown that universal and a standardized assignment system across all school is key. A right to education is not achievable without a mechanism. Once again, I repeat, a right to education is not available without a mechanism to measure that a student is able to achieve meaningful learning outcomes through their schooling. Board exam board exams come to let around 80% of the schools does not reach the broad level, ending at grade 5 or grade B. NEP current provisional around assessments for all students at key stages like 3 grades, 5 grades, 8 grades can allow two critical things. First, it can be used to publicize school level results, giving presents information. This pushes private and government schools to up their game. Second, it will give the government system detailed information to grade, to target and review school support mechanism. The RTE is a right palace to ensure the presence of such fundamental infrastructure. COVID-19 has been a shock to our economic and system. It has also provided two opportunities to review several sectors. Structural reforms in education should follow, or the 24 crore children currently is not schooling system will struggle to take their place in tomorrow's economics. Thanks everyone.